Hi everyone, it's Killshot99 Gaming. This is Play Dead Live Crossfire. We got Arc, we got VOX, we got a Red Wedding, and we are back better than ever. New legends, an epic battle, and like Craven said, I could not have said it better. Let's get this party started. We got super chats in the house already showing your love. We see Amy Bones Ferrer saying, bring out all your legendaries. It is an Arc and VOX Red Wedding. Valar in the house. Hello, 99R Kills Great Mods. Channel members, PDL players, sponsors, PDL Trivia, Bundle, Box, Burn Coin. We had word search last night. We got a great match tonight. Trivia tomorrow night. We've got Wizards of the Wild West, part 15, Friday night. And then Saturday, yep, that's right, I will be asking for RSVPs. Show me some love in chat right now if you're going to be there for the pet battle. We got friends at the Oasis Saturday night. So if you plan on rocking that pet battle, let's see it, because it is a major, major event, and it has got the prestige, it has got the glory, it has got the dead dimes, and somebody is walking away with that championship. I know there's more than like 4 people that are playing. Y'all better be loading this stream up. I want to see a ton of people there Saturday night, one of the most cool events we've ever rolled out. I see Deadly Dimes in the house. Best of luck, Arc and Vox. It is date night, baby. That's right. It is date night. It's another night. We'll get to Ron in a couple minutes. I'm just going to say this. I played a lot of games. I haven't created a lot of games. I've created a lot of mini games. But I would challenge anybody out there that is a gamer, that likes video games, that likes chess, that likes whatever, trivia games. I do not think you will find a better game out there than Play Dead Live. It is the ultimate mix of preparation, strategy, gameplay, and execution. All of those things. So, that's what it's all about. It is. That night, it is date night. One second. All right, I'll be right back. Guys, give me 1 second. I will be right back. All right, everybody, we are back and we're in full effect. Need to verify a couple things. So we did post this last week, but apparently we had some canceled matches. So I want to give a big super birthday shout out to Choppin' Chad. Happy birthday, Chad, and a best wishes for you. So I'm pretty sure we posted on Facebook, but again, we've had a pretty wild schedule with rescheduling and matches and a whole lot of stuff, and it kind of gets us a little bit out of sorts. So hopefully you had a great birthday and a super belated birthday wish to you, and we'll get that box set up for you in the very near future. So let's kick this thing into high gear. We got a lot of fun, a lot of event, a lot of excitement tonight. And with that being said, I do have to show you guys what we have upcoming. Look at the standings first of all. We've got Arc 12-4. But look at the point differential. Mir still at 10-6 with that big point differential. There's been some big battles back and forth, but Arc now expanding to a 2-game lead. VOX starting to make a little bit of a move there as well. We got VOX 6-10. It's a long season, everybody. So don't think that you can't get hot, win 5, 6, 7 games in a row. Sly did it last season. Sly 4-12, but they're revamping their lineup. Sly's coming on strong. It's still anybody's season for PCP awards, for the MVP award, for the Max awards, and to get seeding for the playoff tournament that we'll have coming up toward the end of the year. Take a look at the schedule. We got tonight, Arc versus VOX. Next week, we got 2 big matches. Again, hopefully we see Villar in the house. Happy birthday, Chad. Hope you had a great birthday. Absolutely. Thank you so much, V. I sent an announcement to all of you guys earlier today. And again, I just want to reiterate the fact that I appreciate all of you guys and being here, the matches. So let me just take a moment to say this. So, and because sometimes I got to clarify my messages. Things get lost in translation in text. I've tried to move some schedules around. I've made some obligations to people. Hey, I'll try to have you guys play on this night, that night. And I can't always come through with my promises. That's the problem. So going forward, this is the way we've always done it for 4 years. We post a schedule, and there's going to be people that can be at every game. So there's going to be some people that can't. Going forward, we have to play. We got to play. Play Dead Live is all about us being here. It doesn't mean that everybody can play all the time. But how many of y'all out there have just had a night where you just wanted to be in here and you just wanted to just forget everything else and get in Play Dead Live and just let it all hang out? Give me a 999 if you've done that. I just want to show a point here of the importance. And some of you guys that work long days and then you want to be here and play. So when I get under pressure to cancel or to change events, and I always try to do the right thing, just because I'm trying to do the right thing one place, I might be sacrificing somebody's fun in another place. So I just have to make sure I got a very tough job of A, being sympathetic to situations, but B, just saying, guys, the show's got to go on. We got to play. And going forward, we are going to play. We're going to be here for you guys on those nights. And we hope that all of you guys can be here, but we understand sometimes not everybody can be. And that's okay. That is okay. Nothing better after a long day than Play Dead Live. So just want to say that to you guys because to me, it's super important to have the venue for when you can make it. And we want to continue to do that. We've done it for 4 years. We're going to keep doing it. So thank you guys for everything that you do. And I'm gonna set it up. So, those days that you got to play, you turn it on, you're like, hey, there's a familiar voice. I know that guy. I know Kills. We're playing tonight. All right. You guys can see next week, brand new match on Monday and Wednesday. It's called 1 for you, 3 for them. That means you pick the 3 things that they cannot get points on, but secretly, they're going to pick one that they can. They're not going to know what you pick, but whether you pick it or not, they're going to be able to score. It's a brand new style of match. I am super looking forward to it. Buckle up. That is going to be fun matches next week. And then the week after that, it's called Afternoon Surprise, and that'll be at 12:01. You will get to announce what type of match your opponent is playing. They won't know. You'll be playing all weekend like, yeah, we're going to play this style. And the other team's going to be like, wish we knew, wish we knew. And at 12:01, the day of the game, not midnight. I'm talking about after lunchtime, you're going to find out the day of the game. So it's going to be very, very spontaneous. All right, real quick look at PCP points. Take a look top to bottom. I'm just going to name your top one just to get through this a little bit quicker. Bomber, Dow with 8 gold bars. You can see the rest. DZ, JJ, 13. Will somebody catch her? Range Rover, Julia with 15. Submarine, JJ with 10 waves. Tank, Cannonball bonus, Justice leading the pack. Temple, Justice leading the pack. Is that man going for MVP or what? We got Animal, 13 Ace Awards. Ruffled Feather, Pope and Ron tied. Stealth Bomber, 3-way tie. JJ Dow, Father Ron. Surrender, Ron in a league of his own. Watchtower, JJ, Craven, and Cat. Torch, Crimson with 3. Vehicle Theft, Ocean Man, and Kelsey Grammer, solo with the Bullseye Award. She loves it when you call her Kelsey, by the way. Just saying. All right. We know it is date night. Ron, what time is it? What time is it, Ron? It is roll time, baby. Let's do it. Everybody here that is not playing, if you're from Mirror or you are from Sly, give me a 1 to 20. One to 20. Let's do it. Mirror and Sly. I got a feeling Ocean Man's winning tonight. What do you got? I got a feeling, Ray, when that 7 popped up, no joke, I just felt like it's going to be a 7 tonight. All right, here we go. If that's all we got, we're going to roll with it. You had your chance. We got more Sly than Mirror in the house. Look at Kel. Kel representing Mirror. She's like, I'm here. I'm here. It's all good. Here we go. Where's that 7? Come on, 7. I just feel it. It is a 20. 20 came up. Did anybody have a 20? Craven Light. Craven Light with a 20. Congratulations, Craven. Sorry, Ray. I thought it was going to be you. Next time. All right, here we go. Tonight's epic war bundle. I promised you guys we were going to do it tonight. Here we go. Starting out with a silver bundle. Extreme, Steel, 2 Navy, Rage Potion, 5 post-battle pet revive. I'm going to give you 2 Graph, 2 Carbine, 2 of each of your waxes. Go down to the red bundle. Cursed Red, Krampus, Ruby, Ravage, Combat, Summon Skin, Savage 6, Mag 7, Super 8, Hostile 9. You better believe it, it is pet weekend. You know what? If you don't play pet battles and you buy this bundle, trust me, you'll be able to sell this stuff on the auction house. I'm going to give you 5 paste, 5 juice, just to make sure you got the goods to be able to compete Saturday night. Take you over to the gold. Cursed Blue, Krampus Sapphire, Secure, Thrill Smoke, Seal Smoke, Ice Stone by request, Gold Summon Skins, Fury 4 Onyx, and I'm going to give you A because this is going to be a big upgrade. You ain't getting a lot of these. You got to earn them. Purple upgrade skins. Purple battle pets are amazing. Take you over to the green. We got Energy Orb, Arrowhead, Spider Silk, Absorption, Healing Whiskey, Moonshine by request, Stellar Skins, Torment Vine up top, Mythic, Colossal, because we know people want to upgrade those pets. And tonight is your super duper bonus. Look at that. There's your Wicked Metal. Believe me, Wicked and the Lost are going to be something you do not want to encounter. You better get this gear to save your XP and to save your stats. That's the Wicked Metal. And what I think is perhaps the strongest pet we've ever put in play, this, ladies and gentlemen, is Gen X Stern. Stern will hit 2 targets and damage 2 targets. 10% damage. You're like, okay, 10%? Yeah, we got pets out there. It's not damage 10. It is 10% to 2 different targets. And every time you upgrade him, red is 15, gold is 20. 25, 30. Can you imagine putting out Stern and hitting 2 targets for 30%, and the player right behind you does it, and the player right by, I'm sorry, something is dead. That's right. So get one of these in your faction at your own peril. I would say you need 4 or 5 because this is bam, bam, bam. Stern is Stern. All right, Kel, we're going to get called up. We're going to have a fast game tonight. I'm going to push everybody to get your moves in, have a lot of fun. We're going to stick strict to the timers. Kel, let's see all the people picked up tonight's bundles. We got a lot of people picking up this pet. I did promise you guys a pet and a PvE piece because we didn't have the bundle the other night. So take a quick look while Kel is posting that. Don't message me in a week and say, man, I really wished I would have gotten Stern. Get it tonight, or you may never get an opportunity to get him again. All right, while Kel is posting that, I need the following players: Jim, Dow, Skylight, Julia, Justice, Ron, J-Law, and Cat. Give me your pre-match buffs, everybody. We're going to kill 2. I hate that analogy. I hate killing birds. Forget I even said that. There are some analogies that I really, really don't like. All right, we got J-Law. We got Julia. We got Dow. Cat. Ron. Justice. Gemstone. All right, I think we're good, everybody. You can see tonight's bundles. Look out for these people because they may hit you with Stern. Justice, Julia, B-Dub, Dimes, Crimson, Busy, Fly, Craven, Ron, Valar, Amanda, Bones, Trigger, Jim, Football, Cat, Dow, Dr. Di, Pope, and Kel. There you go, everybody. Mark them down on your list because they might be coming at you with Stern. And 2 or 3 of them might be as well. All right, you see the pre-match buffs. I'm going to take you down to tonight's Red Wedding, everybody. We are in the VOX Vatican. VOX is like, oh, it feels good to be home, right? It feels good to be back, VOX. They're going first. Here's tonight's starting lineup. Starting out in the DZ, we got J-Law, the defensive wall in the DZ. J-Law going to be followed by Gemstone. Jim is sieging. She is also challenging, and she is also a red jersey tonight. Jim will be followed by Justice. Justice is a red jersey. He is in the tank, and they have chosen the tank. After Justice, we got Skylight. Skylight in the DZ, followed by Father Ron as a rover. Ron's the captain. Ron is in the rover as stated. Ron will be followed by Dow. Dow is in the tank zone. After Dow, we've got Cat. Cat is a red jersey in the bomber zone and sieging, and going last is Julia. Julia is captaining tonight, and also red jersey in the rover. And on the bench tonight, we got another red jersey in Crimson, and also challenging for Team VOX is Dr. Di. Busy B, thank you for the awesome pet. You better believe it. Go Arc and VOX. Have fun, everybody. Here we go. I'm going to start out. As I said, it will not take her very long to get her move in. We know how fast she is. And J-Law, I did see your post. So a very special shout out to your little kitty queen. And I hope she is feeling much, much better. Give me a thumbs up after your move or something. Let me know that that we're back to good times. And you guys know I love little kitty cats. That's my weak spot. All right, let's kick it over to J-Law. 20-second timer. J-Law the wall starting right now. We're underway, everybody. All right, she easily beats it. J-Law going to Fantasy Island. And playing Boss on Main Street. Boss in 1 would cap in 3. All right, J-Law going to Fantasy Island. J-Law. They're going to pass it. They're going in the blind. They're going to pass it. Here it is. Team Arc. You have to take it. Mission book. Arc. By the end of round 5, you have to destroy 2 walls. You have to kill at least 1 Kang. And you cannot play extra other than your gear or your scolds. You cannot play the absorption potion in round 1 or round 2. Okay? Destroy 2 walls. Got to kill at least 1 Kang. And you cannot play an absorption potion in rounds 1 and round 2 if you're going to try to go for the stealth. If not, we'll find out pretty early whether they'll just say, hey, it ain't worth it to go for it. It is their choice of whether or not they want to go after the mission bonus or give it up. All right. J-Law easily beats the timer. She gets boss out. Fantasy Island. Arc knows what they will or will not do. Let's kick it over to... hold on one second. Let's kick it over to the map. There we go. And Gemstone. They got a boss on Main Street. You can see it right there. Let's give you a 20-second timer starting now. All right. Jim beating the timer. Jim's going to move to their bomber zone. Hello, Cat. She is right over in her neighborhood. After she beats the timer, going to play Dark Boss. Jim playing Dark Boss in 1 would cap in 3. Could be worth a bonus 25 if it caps. Going to drop a seal. We got it. And she's going to play Masara. Masara, we are going to roll it. And remember, here's the rules to Masara. One to 7. Everybody in the opposing team gets a hinder -1. So I'm going to roll that really quickly. We roll a 12-sider. She's looking for anything that's 1 to 7. It is a 12. You can see it up on the screen. The animation didn't kick in, but over on the right side, you can see it was number 12. So no Masara effect. There will be no hinder. The Elmo does hit. They're going to light up Watchtower number 1. And let's give them 10 points for the Elmo. All right, we're going to go over to King of the Tank in the Temple, Justice, 20-second timer. Timer's up. Beats the timer. Justice barely beat the timer, but hey, you beat it, you beat it. Justice getting into tank. Let's give Justice a cannonball. Points on the board for Team VOX. 25-point cannonball. Falls to their chest. Seal, Cadet to Temple. Mass destruction 2. All right, let's put out that flame. We'll play the boss over there. Boss played in 1, would cap in 3. All right, let's go from Justice over to Skylight. 20-second timer. Skylight, as you guys know, is being played by Jules. All right, beats the timer. She's going to turn J-Law the Wall into a warrior. Going to play Kang. And it is a regular Kang because this is Skylight. Could be 45-point Kang. Katana, I'm going to guess. Hey, Kills, are you still doing Walking Dead Road to Survival videos? Am I right? What's going on? Hey, hang out. This is a RPG turn-based strategy game. It's got a lot of elements of some of those old games that I used to stream. So I know it looks confusing when you see all these avatars and everything up on the screen, but there's a lot of factions and planning and organization, and we play a couple times a week. So no, I gave up Road to Survival a while back, right around the time of Ascension. All right, Denim to the Temple, and it does hit. Let's put out the Temple Flame. We're also going to add Mass Destruction 2 for Team Arc. All right, J-Law's a Warrior Kang to the boss, dropping a seal. Denim and Mass Destruction, all of those are within the timer. We're going to kick it over to Father Ron. Ron, 20-second timer to get your move in from the Rover Zone. Ron beats the timer with a little bit of time to spare. Ron's going to get into the Rover. When he gets into Rover, the chopper is null and void. Ron picking up a tire. So now they will have the Sentry unlocked and another 25 points for the tire. Ron's going to send her for points. Cinder could be worth 20. Moving to the Temple, Seal Smoke, Elmo to the Watchtower, and Mass Destruction. All right, we're going to light Watchtower number 1, Elmo number 1. Bonus 10 points. And let's just move Ron's avatar over into the Temple. And how about a Seal Smoke as well? All right, let's go from Ron over to Mr. Freeze. Where you at, Dal? From the tank zone, 20 seconds. Pretty quick there. Dal hops in the tank. Let's give Dal a cannonball. 25 points for Team Arc. Going to use the tank vest. Double the damage. E6 Rapture to the wall. Max Seal with Mass Destruction. Ron's not a fan of that one. He says, wait. After Ron, we got Kat. We got Julia. We're going to keep the game flow going. You guys are playing fast. Appreciate that. Justice going to play Horus to stop the grenade. Tank is good. The grenade is not good. The Max Seal is good. Justice using Legendary number 1. All right, let's go from Dal over to Kat. 20-second timer. Got Kat and Julia. Kat easily beats the timer. Thank you for that. Move to their DZ with a Mythic Gideon. Mythic Gideon's going to be minus 28 for Arc. Seal, Elmo to the Watchtower with a little more Mass Destruction. We're up to 4. Sorry, we're up to 6. 6. And let's light another watchtower. Gideon, Rage, Elmo. And the movement, all good. Final move, round number 1. Let's go to the Assassin. Julia Muse, 20 seconds. One thing about Arc and Vox, is probably going to be a very close game. Julia beats the timer. Going to jump into Rover. Let's give Julia a tire. Both teams now have tires and cannonballs, so they have unlocked the sentry guns. Julia playing the Sleet Wand. Sleet Wand's going to take the blue wands off the board. Also going to put a ice block on the very first block on the box wall. Rover to Temple Steps with a Seal and Thrill. Mythic Vessel, F5 Rapture to the wall with Mass Destruction. Both teams loading up the Mass Destruction. J-Law playing a red-blue, first blue of the game. It is going to break Julia's gear absorption. Sleet Wand's good, Rover's good. Goes to the steps, Seal and Thrill. Mythic Vessel for personal rage and also permanent rage for her vehicle. Grenade is stopped. And that is the end of round number 1. At the end of round number 1, Julia will rotate into the temple. Both Ron and Julia are going to get blessings. We're going to give a halo to Skylight. And only Skylight. DZ is going to be $25 for Arc, 0 for Vox. Strawman is 0-0. Jim over on their bomber zone. Cat in the DZ. Both will be dimming some Dragon Stones. And Cat is in their DZ, so it would be 0-0. You're right, Ron. So Cat did neutralize, so even though they're not in their own DZ, because Cat's over here occupying, it is 0-0. Good call, Ron. All right, let's go to round number 2. Round number 2, J-Law, 20 seconds. We're going to go Mythic Kang to her boss. J-Law playing Mythic Kang. Could be worth 63. Seal and Thrill, Blue Spark. Rage, Elmo, Watchtower. Gonna have some Warrior Charge. That's what I'm talking about. She's just charging around Fantasy Island, though. This is J-Law. Watch this. She's going to Warrior Charge. She's going to be like, kind of like this. See that? That's the Warrior Charge. You're just moving fast. All right, let's give her that Watchtower. That's Watchtower number 3. Gives a set of Watchtowers, and then we'll go back and reset it. But she does get the Elmo in there for a third Elmo. All right, all done within the timer as well. Let's kick it over to Gemstone. Jim, 20-second timer. All right, Jim beats the timer. Jim's moving to their DZ. Straight up the map. Mythic Kang to her boss with a pet repel. Jim playing Mythic Kang, could be worth 63 if that caps. Red Gel Strawman with Mass Destruction 2. Ron, how you feel about that Strawman? Just a reminder, captains, be on top of it. Quicker you say it, quicker I give it to them. And that is going to break Jim's seal. Lighting Strawman, but she does like Strawman number 1. All right, let's go from Gemstone over to Justice in the tank. 20 seconds, Justice. Timer's up. Beat the timer. Justice is going to move to the temple steps. Going to ghost tank, turning his tank into a ghost tank. That is his pet play. Going to play pet repel. So you cannot see him or target him for 2 rounds, but you can see his shots. Rage 1 Elmo to the Watchtower. We're going to put a hinder on Jim to give her a -1. Lighten up Watchtower number 4 and Elmo number 4 from Justice. Movement, Ghost Tank, Pet Repel, Rage, Elmo to the Watchtower, and a hinder. All good, Justice. Let's go over to Skylight. 20-second timer for Sky from the DZ. Easily beats the timer. We're going to go Stasis over to Ron. Stasis in your faces, Ron. Sky beats the timer. Move in range of wall. Put her in the no zone right there. Super Thrill. T10 Rapture loaded to the wall. Going to hinder Ron. Ouch, Ron. Come on, Ron. Call it when you see it, buddy. Don't wait for me to read it. Lay off the Crown Royal tonight, my man. I need you sharp. Hits or wait? Ron says wait. Gold blue from Cat, second blue of the game on Skylight, and that will break her seal, but it does stop the grenade attack. All right, we're going to kick it from Skylight over to Ron. You got 20 seconds, Ron, from the temple. We got Ron, Dow, Cat, and Julia. Timer is up. Ron beat the timer. He's going to move to the DZ. Right there beside Jim. Kang to Main Street. It is the mythic variety. Could be worth 63. E3 Glitch Grenade to the Watchtower. And Skylight playing Prevention, shutting it down. All right, movement's good. Kang is good. Glitch Grenade is stopped. with the prevention. All right, let's go from Ron over to Mr. Freeze, 20 seconds. We got Dow, Cat, and Julia. Timer is up. Beats the timer. Going to summon Red Vessel. He's going to move to the temple steps. Ouch. Yeah. He is at the temple steps. E7 Rapture loaded to the wall. With Pet Repel. Yes, he can. All right. Ron, got a Rapture loaded. Ron says wait. Red Vessel, Temple Steps, Rapture loaded, Pet Repel. Mythic Sonar from Justice. All right, Mythic Sonar. Ron trying to nerf the grenade, and you will. He'll nerf it 20%. This is round 2. Dow with an E7. He's in the tank. E9 Rapture loaded with Ignite. We're going to nerf it down to an E7. We're going to take the Rapture to a Carnage. E7 Carnage loaded. With Mass Destruction. Mr. Freeze knows his grenades. He's taking black block and 40% of a green block. 60 green remaining. And because he takes down the black block, he also gets a teardrop. Ron does manage to nerf it, but not enough to stick to just a black block because of the juice on it. Pretty substantial. All right, let's go from Mr. Freeze over to Cat. 20-second timer. Cat beats the timer. Thank you for that. Move to their bomber zone. Moving upstream. Gold Blitz to Ron Stasis. E3 Glitch Grenade to the Watchtower. And Jim's Hinder is now -2. All right, this is a tough grenade here. So it hits the Watchtower, lights it up. But because it is a glitch grenade, it puts out the straw man that Ark has, and it lights up the straw man that VOX has. Switching the landscape. So it moves to the bomber zone. Going to blitz Ron Stasis. Playing a Pet Repel. And the glitch to flip the field. It's a good play. All right, last move of round number 2. Julia, 20-second timer. Beats the timer. A Talon Skylight back to the DZ. Going to move down to the tank zone. Thrill, F4 Goliath loaded to the wall with Ignite. And she does have Vessel. 4, 5, 6 with Ignite, Ron, Goliath. Ron says wait. J-Law pawneth the smoke and a mythic sonar from Ron. Getting that second sonar in play. Smoke's going to get rid of the Thrill. So I've got a F4, 5 with a 20% nerf. We're going to make it a Fury 4 and take the Goliath down to the equivalent of a lithium grenade. F4 Galithium. Galithium. New word. Goliath and lithium is a Galithium. We add their mass destruction on it. Ron slowing down the effect. Not stopping it, but slowing it. Take 60% of green. And we take 60% of the next wall, which is 40 green now. So the green block is 40 for Team Arc. All right, captains, give me a round 3 subs, please. Who we got coming in? While you guys are doing that, I'm going to move Justice into the temple. I'm going to move Dow into the temple. Both in tanks. Justice in a ghost tank. Each team's going to get a blessing. Going to put out a couple more Dragon Stones. Give Skylight. Sega Halo. Give Ron a Halo. Give Gemstone a Halo. Cat got a Halo. Arc. 25 points in the DZ. Vox, 0. Ron's in his own. Jim neutralized it, but Skylight got the other one, so 25 points. Strawman's going to be 5 for Vox, 0 for Arc. Got Pope coming in for Skylight. Crimson coming in for J-Law. Whatever y'all do, whatever you do, I just got one favor, okay? Crimson is very sensitive about this. Do not say hook 'em horns ever, ever, ever to Crimson, okay? Just don't do that. Because I know she doesn't like it. I'm sorry. You know, Crimson is the bulldog in me. You know us Georgia Bulldogs. Get a little extra satisfaction. All right, back to the game. I won't hear the end of that one, I'm sure. All right, we got Crimson up into DZ. Everybody else should be the same. Before we start the move, I am going to cap J-Law's boss, Team VOX, and I got 126 points in Kangs. They're going to go as well. All right, here we go. We're starting round number 3, everybody. Good luck. Crimson, you are on the clock. You got 20 seconds. Easily beats the timer. Dark Boss to Main Street. Crimson playing Dark Boss in 3 would cap in 5. Could be worth an extra 25. Going to do the Crimson Quake Shake in a second. Going to drop a seal. E3 Elmo to the Watchtower, and Rambo is the cyborg. All right, Rambo is going to get rid of those Kangs. And also, Ark, you cannot play Kangs again this turn. Gets rid of the Kangs on the board, and you can't play any of the rest of this round. Watchtower number 6 is lit up. Wait, hold on. You guys, did I light a Watchtower this round? Sorry, I went to Rambo. I think it's 5. I think I just lit it up right before I did it. No, it is 6 because they played a glitch. It is number 6. I didn't light it this round. So that is number 6, and let's reset it. They played 5 Elmos and a glitch, and none of them were stopped. All right, 6 Watchtowers, and we get another Elmo, Elmo number 5. Quake, Dark Boss, Seal, Rambo, E3. Quake is going to shake Dow out of the temple. It closes that. It does not take him out of the tank. Doesn't wash him out. All it does is he has to move out, and it closes that chamber. Not like a Fear Smoke or a Talon. But there's one chamber now. There will only be one chamber the rest of this round, and Justice currently occupies it. Dow, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the heck up on out of here. All right, let's go over to Gemstone. 20-second timer, Jim. And let's go ahead and cap Jim's boss before we start our timer. Dark Boss caps, and timer starts now. Beats the timer. Jim's going to move to the Ozone. Seal and Thrill. They're going to Gronk Main Street. Crimson's boss is down to 50%. Mythic Kang, S4 Seismic to the man. Ooh, man. Jim is going Gronk, Pet, Grenade. Holy cow. It's the first time we've seen this. And going to hinder Ron just as a little extra. All right, Ozone. Seal and Thrill. I got a 4, a 5, and a Kang coming up. Remember, Kangs spread flames. They don't put them out. But they do hit bosses. So, Ron, you got Crimson's boss at 50%, and then Jim is going Pet and Grenade right after that. That's a pretty sneaky combo shot there. I thought y'all would save that for Craven. That combo move had Craven's name on it. All right, Kane is going to hit. Jim's Kane is going to take Crimson. Boss. Down to 40%. They're going to intervene the Grenade with the Seismic. Probably not a bad idea. And let's kick it over to Justice. Justice, 20-second timer. Timer is up. Beats the timer. You're going to go Curtis to the wall. A little bit of Dragon Smoke. Dragon Smoke to pick the target, whether it's DZ or BZ. Justice. Going to render Julia and going to throw an F5 Rapture loaded. All right. Curtis would break the ice block. Then the Grenade would be a Rapture. 5, 6, 7, 8 with his tank and mass destruction. Julia says wait. Justice using the Dragon Smoke on the BZ. DZ, sorry. Means that one's off limits. All right. Either way, whatever he prevents, one's going to hit, one's not. So whether it's the pet or whether it's the grenade, it's just going to break the ice block. All right. But no damage to the wall. Curtis, Dragon Smoke, Rapture, and Julia, you are rendered. So you can sacrifice a scoring pet. Cinco. Thank you for that. And let's go over to the Pope. 20 seconds, Pope. Pope beats the timer. He says, move over, Crimson, because I got a boss for Main Street as well. Pope stacking Main Street. Playing boss in 3 would cap in 5. Unless Crimson caps first. E8 monster to their boss on main. Mass destruction. Going to mirror smoke it as well. Ron, we got a dilemma here. Got a big grenade coming. Stacking Main Street. And some mirror smoke. Ron says wait. Crimson's boss at 40%. Ark is exhausting some resources. What does Ron have? He's got a mythic dark blue from Crimson. Final blue of the game. Mythic dark blue. Going to reduce the next Arc Grenade by 25%. Just put that over there as a reminder. 25% nerf on the next Arc Grenade. Pope's going to play Absorption. And he has Gear Absorption. So that will absorb both 20 and 20 yet again. So he'll take 0 because the Mythic's going to do 30 to him. So Gear Absorption and then Absorption ability. All right, let's go over to Ron. Ron, 20 seconds to you. We got Ron, Mr. Freeze, Cat, and Julia. As Craven said earlier, what a match. Because we're back doing Play Dead Live, everybody. It's where you need to be. Ron beats the timer. Ron's going to slide on down to the tank zone. Going to Dragon Smoke. And it is going to be the BZ. So both stones are reactivated. Justice Boss capped. So that's 2 flags to 1. And then Ron's going to play his boss over to the other chest. Ron playing boss in 3. We cap in 5. It turned Julia into a warrior. She's like, hey, I've always been a warrior. F4 dud to the watchtower and hinder Julia. All right, let's give Julia -1. Dud to the watchtower hits. So it does count as a specialty grenade. However, there is no dud effect because it is a specialty grenade. Remember, if you want the dud to possibly take a person's grenade out of play, 50-50 chance, it has a targeted player. Ron's using it as a specialty grenade, and it does like the watchtower. Tank zone's good. Dragon Smoke, boss to their chest, turn Julia into a warrior, and the dud grenade does hit the watchtower with a hinder. All good for Father Ron. Let's go over to Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze, 20 seconds for you from outside the temple. Mr. Freeze, Cat, and Julia. Timer is up. Beats the timer. Mr. Freeze is going to put boss on their chest. Playing it in 3 would cap in 5. Got boss action. E6 Goliath's going to make it look like an E9, Ron. To your boss on Main Street. With Thrill Smoke is 10. With a Blue Spark is 11. And an Echo is a 12. E12 Goliath. In Mirror Smoke, cannot be stopped. You are correct. We've rolled out 5 pieces. And the Trinket was the 5th piece. Echo was on that Dow. Maul has replaced Echo. That's a good call. You can't play Echo. You can play Rampage is allowed. So Dow using Rampage ability, that is still on the medallion. Julia going to play Chromica to get 10. So E12 Goliath, Ron, coming through. Can't be stopped. With a combo shot. Dow saucing the bird. Dow getting the ruffled feather. 45% with the Goliath. Seen 2 good cyborgs so far. Both of them about 125 to 150 point saves. Mr. Freeze with the Mirror Smoke combo, taking it off the board. Boss to their chest. Goliath juiced up in the Mirror Smoke. And we go over to Cat. 20-second timer for you. Both cyborgs super, super effective. Not only did VOX stop Kangs this round, but they killed a couple Kangs. And an Art came back and said, you kill our Kangs, we're going to kill your boss on Main Street. Good moves by both teams. Looking to be like it's going to be a classic. Cat beats the timer. Cat's going to move to their rover zone. All right. We got another challenge, and it is in the same round. Dow did use an E6. So I'm going to put that move on hold. I'm going to go back to Dow. I'm going to penalize, and that nerf was taken out on gems, by the way. So that's out of play. Dow is going to use an E8. It is overkill, and I'm going to reward points to VOX for a successful challenge and a double item used, -5 for Team Arc. So a good challenge and a lucrative challenge by Dr. Dye, giving Arc a -5 for that free challenge. Dow says, I got to use the stronger potion. He does. Actually, he's going to do more damage to the wall. Doesn't matter, or the boss. Doesn't matter, but it does matter. He doesn't have it later in the game, so that's a great challenge. Cat, move to their rover zone. Vines to Julia. Going to break her seal, take her down to 90%. Scold to Julia hits. It's going to like Strawman number 8. Going to give Cat absorption. Inferno to the Strawman. Light Strawman number 2. It's going to break Cat's absorption. And render Julia. She gets rid of Cinder. Movement is good. Vines is good. Scold is good. The effect from Scold buffs the Inferno that she hits, and she gets the Strawman lit for free, and Julia's under the effect of Vines. All right, and let's go to Julia. Final move of round number 3, 20-second timer. Going to beat the timer. And Arc, remember the next challenge you guys have will go from 5 to 10 points, so be smart with your moves. Stonehenge. First and last block, going to put absorption on them. That's just it's gonna absorb a little bit of that damage. Julia's gonna move to the bomber zone. Dragon Smoke. I need to know which one you're going to Dragon Smoke. Your DZ or your Bomber Zone. An S6 monster loaded with Rampage is going to be a 6, 7 because of her vessel, 8. And it's S8 monster and it's going to hit. We'll find out where the Dragon Smoke's going to go. To the DZ. Let's get rid of that. All right, we're going to deal some damage. S8. Big grenade and monster. Mass destruction 10. And finish off green. Blue block. And a blue block. Arc mowing down blocks. That's the end of round number 3. At the end of round number 3, gemstone. Dimming a dragonstone. VOX, 10 points from the straw man. We've got 25-25 in the DZs. Temple, Justice is solo. Let's give Justice a blessing. Give a halo to Pope. Give a halo to Crimson. We'll start round number 4. It's the final round before halftime. And we go with Crimson Tide, 20 seconds. Just want to encourage both teams, pay attention to your moves as players challenge. You're going to lose more points throughout the game. Timer is up. Did not beat the timer. Did beat the timer. As I was saying it, it popped up on the screen. Going to put Tigress on the arc wall. It's going to nerf it a little bit. Mythic Kang to Ron's boss. Could be worth 63. Dragon Smoke. Now all 3 of those Dragon Stones are relit. VOX will definitely have Dragon Storm. Going to Elmo that Watchtower. And going to add more Mass Destruction. Tigress is good. That's her second legend. Mythic Kang. Julia, F4 Elmo hits her weight. It hits. Crimson Tide, 10 points from the Elmo. She's going to light up that final Watchtower. Crimson Tide getting a 9 award as well. 25.9 award. Just like that, and the Elmo. Nicely done. Let's go from Crimson Tide over to Gemstone. 20 seconds. Gem in the ozone. Timer's up. See if Gem beats the timer. She does. She's going to move to their rover zone with a gold Gideon. Gem's jumping down. Like that. See that? Can jump down. You just can't jump up. Gold Gideon is going to give VOX a minus 24. F5 Trixie. I think there's only, am I wrong? Is there only one Kang out? All right. So I need a secondary target that is in range. Remember, I give you guys the option. So her movement was first. She moved to the rover zone. But in order to hit that Kang, you're going to have to give me a closer target. And then it splits and then goes within range. So you don't lose the movement penalty, but you do have to give me a primary target that is within grenade range. All right, Crimson. Ron, confirm it hits Crimson and breaks the seal. And they are playing Tanner, so first Tanner of the game for Team VOX. Protects their Kang. Crimson hits. It is going to break Crimson's seal. All right, so Trixie to Crimson and into the Kang. All right, after Gemstone's move, let's go over to Justice. 20-second timer, Justice. I'm going to push the pace a little bit so we get through this round, everybody. Buckle up. We got Justice, Pope, Ron, Dow, Cat, and Julia. Timer's up. Did not beat the timer. Did beat the timer. Popped up as we were resetting. Justice is good. Gonna go Mythic Kang to Ron's boss. Could be worth 63. You guys are keeping score at home. Not to jinx anyone. A couple people have been close, but nobody has missed a timer yet tonight. Mythic Kang to Ron's boss. Thrill Smoke, S6 Snowstorm loaded to the wall with Rampage. There is a nerf on the wall, but Justice is throwing an S6 Snowstorm with Rampage, and he is in a tank. That is a, doesn't matter because they're going Mythic Blue. Would have been a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 with Mass Destruction. Mythic Blue from Pope, first blue of the game. That is going to break Justice seal. Snowstorm is stopped. All right, let's go from Justice over to Pope. 20-second timer. The Temple Chamber is closed for 2 rounds, so you guys know. There's only one for 2 rounds. And Justice occupies it. Does beat the timer. Going to Glacier their wall for double damage. Then he's going to go H9 Monster loaded to the wall with that double damage. Look at him trying to sneak that in. That's like a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And going to sneak it in and double it up, Ron. It was like, hallelujah. Crimson Prevention. All right, and the Glacier does melt. Justice, or Pope had his one shot. And he does need to leave the DZ to get that shot, so we're going to put him in the no zone. All right, leaves the DZ, Glacier, huge shot. And he is going to put a Mythic Kang out there on his boss, too. So he does get the Mythic Kang. Could be worth 63. All right, let's go from Pope over to Father Ron, 20 seconds. Craven messaged me and told me that this would be a close game. Earlier in the day. Actually, she should not have a absorption. And you're not allowed to challenge. You're not the challenger. Move to the bomber zone. Father Ron. Mythic Gideon. Give Ark another minus 28. Max Seal to Justice. Inferno to Strawman. Absorption Potion. All right, Dr. Dye challenging the cat played a potion and a scold. And she did. She only got credit for the scold, so we will give her the absorption potion. So you guys can see it on the screen. Bomber Zone, Mythic Gideon, Max Seal to Justice, Inferno to Strawman is going to like Strawman number 3. Going to break Ron's absorption potion. And Ron's going to go pet score 2. On the Mythic Gideon. All right, so that is going to make the Mythic Gideon a minus 30. As a scoring pet, so he can play it. All right, so a couple things. Ron moves to the Bomber Zone, plays a Mythic Gideon, adds a pet score 2 to it, puts a Max Seal on Justice, plays an Absorption Potion, then throws the Inferno Grenade. It hits, it breaks the Absorption Potion, and he gets the point. Dr. Dye's challenging the cat, played both a Scold and a Absorption Potion. She did. The one absorption was taken off with her grenade. The other one was not added, so a successful challenge. All right, let's go to, after Father Ron, we're going to go to Dow. 20-second timer to Dow. Timer's up. H5 Goliath to the wall. Arc Spark, Mythic Kang to his boss, which is the side boss. Could be worth 63 if it caps. So Ron, you got Dow with an H5 Goliath. He is in the tank. It is going to be 4. It is an H9 Goliath. Now there is a Tigress on the wall. But H9 Goliath with mass destruction. Ron says it hits. We're going to take the Tigress nerf. I'm going to take it down to S7. With their mass destruction, Arc Spark. There's a second charge of Tigers still on there. What that'll do is that will drop down to the next available block because Tigers has 2 charges. It doesn't go in succession. It's 1 hit and then another hit, so it's not like a double evoke because this grenade is 1 shot. So they will get a future nerf. But the first thing we need to do is take the damage off of this one. Taking down a blue block. Teardrop, all it has to do is touch it. Takes that red block out of play. Nerf the damage from the Goliath and also potion, and I've got 50% of a red block after their mass destruction. So Arc with 2.5 red left on the board. Now that 0.5 also gets the Tigress back on it. There'll be 1 more charge of Tigress. Vox slowing them down. All right, let's go over to Cat. Cat, final Vox move before halftime. 20 seconds. Beats the timer. Cat's going to move to their tank zone. Red Curtis to the wall. All right. Now, Red Curtis, I'm going to explain to you what this does. That absorption, Red Curtis hits the black block. It absorbs the damage from the black block. I'll get to that in 1 second. Actually, it might not hit. It's a Red Curtis. Hold on. I have to calculate it. Give me a second. Move to their tank zone. Yes. Yeah, I think I said at least twice. Dow's was an H9. All right, Inferno to Strawman hits. He's going to light Strawman number 4. Break Cat's absorption. Yeah. Curtis is actually, it's a good play. It's not going to do enough. It's not going to damage the black block. So I think she chose the right pet. It's just going to break the absorption that's over the top of it and free up that black block. It's a good move. Any carryover damage would have been pretty bad. Seal and Thrill will give her a seal by the end of the round. All right. Movement, Curtis, Seal and Thrill, Inferno to Strawman. And that is it for Vox. Let's go over to Julia. Julia, 20-second timer, final move of the first half. Beats the timer. Mythic Kang to Pope's Boss. Could be worth 63. Move to the DZ. Vine's going to break her seal. Take her down to 80. She plays Heal and Seal. Won't matter because she'll lose it in elevation and she'll reset her health anyway, so I'll leave it there temporarily. E3 monster loaded to the wall is going to be an E4 monster after her vessel. Kang is good, movement's good, Heal and Seal is going to be a wash because of elevation and because the health will reset at halftime. And going to hinder Ron. Ron, I got you now at a -3. And let's add the mass destruction to it. 4 with mass destruction. Takes 50% of a red block. Takes a red block. And that's it. You got 1 full red block remaining. And we got halftime, everybody. Halftime. Captains, give me your second half subs. As I said before, Julia's in the DZ. Elevation is going to take her seal away. Justice with a 4th blessing from the temple for Team VOX. $25 points in Strawman for VOX. DZ is 25-25. Crimson getting a second Halo. Tied with Skylight, 2 apiece. All right, we got Busy in the Ozone. Welcome, Busy. We got Valar making her debut tonight in the DZ. Dr. Dye coming in for the Priestess. Right now, Crimson and Skylight, each with 2 Halos. We got belated birthday boy Chop and Chad in the Ozone. Sentry guns are unlocked for both teams. Justice and Dow both losing their tanks. All chambers of the temple are open again. I'll give you guys a lineup just in a second. All right, I got Dr. Dye's buffs. I got Busy's buffs. I got Chad's buffs. And do we have, there's Valar. All right, the order for the second half is going to be Dr. Dye, Gemstone, Justice, Valar, Ron, Dow, Cat, Julia, Chop and Chad, and Busy B. The first boss that would cap this round would be Pope on Main Street, potentially. Ron and Dow. Those are the 3 bosses that are in play. Pope, Ron, and Dow are all on the board. All right, everybody. This is the longer round with an extra player for both teams. Play fast. This is also the first time in Play Dead Live history that both teams have not missed a timer in the first half. First time we've ever had a first half where neither team has missed a single timer. So good job on that for both teams. Way to play fast. Here we go, everybody. 20-second timer. Dr. Dye, you're on the clock. Easily beats the timer. Dr. Dye playing Mythic Kang. Mythic Kang, and it could be worth 63. Seal and Thrill, Max Spark to Dow. Slow your roll. Get that Seal and Thrill up there. Furnace Strawman, and bumping up the Mass Destruction yet again. Strawman number 5. One second. All right, Villar should have Extreme, Eli on Hecatomb, Eli on the Rose, all waxes, and Fire Elemental. So, Villar, if you can type that. Eli on Hecatomb, Eli on the Rose, all waxes, and Fire Elemental. All right. Nope, we're good. We're good. Glad we called it. All right, so we got thank you, Ron. You had one job. One job. All you had to do, and you got it wrong. Kang is good. Seal and Thrill is good. Max Spark to Dow, Inferno, and Mass Destruction. And, of course, she did it all within the timer. All right, let's kick it over to Gemstone. 20-second timer, Gem. Order is Jim, Justice, Villar, Ron, Dow, Kat, Julia, Chad, and Busy. Jim beat the timer. So again, Dr. Dye, Jim, Justice, Villar, Ron, Dow, Kat, Julia, Chad, and Busy. Jim beats the timer. Jim's going to move to their tank zone over there with Justice. Taking her buffs with her. Going to put the dust on Justice. They just like to make me say it, Justice. Dust and Justice. Going to put Ward on Busy Bee. Going to play the Torch Wand. That is a fantastic wand, by the way. Either double Strawman points or no Strawman points. Obviously, they're not going to double your points. So, Team VOX, you will get no Strawman points this round. She'll be back strong next round if need be. Red wands are off the board. S6 St. Elmo to the Watchtower. Gonna light up Watchtower number 2. It's a good play from where she's at. Another Elmo. Render Ron, we're good. Movement's good. Dust is good. Wand is good. Ward is good. Elmo is good. We lit the flame and we got the render. Everything is good. Speaking of good, let's go over to Dusty Justice. Justice, 20-second timer starting now. Justice and then Villar. Villar would be the first cap of the game, of the second half, sorry. Then Ron, then Dow. Justice easily beats the Temple. Justice, you're beating the Temple. I meant timer. Long day, y'all. Long day. We're doing it, though. Justice beats the timer, goes to Temple. He's going to Thraxis himself. Aping Amulet. Stasis to Villar. Max Spark to Dow. Dow, you are stuck in place until at least your turn. M7, Rapture loaded to the wall. Julia. All right, so that Aping Amulet is going to duplicate. If Justice had an orbital, it would duplicate that. But it's also going to duplicate his Kang, which means I'm putting another Mythic Kang over here on this boss. Justice now has 2 Kangs on the board because of the amulet. So Temple's good. Thraxis himself to give him a +3 next round in the Dragon Storm round. And Villar's going to play Sylvan Circulet. Going to turn any grenade into a Navy. So that Rapture hits, but it is an M7 Navy Justice. So it has no effect, and it basically gives a sound like that. That's what it would sound like if we put sound effects to that. You get it. All right. But we are going to give you, for your efforts, and it was an effort, we're going to give you one beautiful black block after your mass destruction. All right. But you did duplicate, play to Stasis, Max Spark, and there is no teardrop effect. All right, let's go from, before we get to Pope and the cap, let's cap, okay? So we got 2 Mythic Kangs. And remember, the other ones were destroyed, so that's Ark's first 2 Kangs, 126. Ark has also evened out the boss game. Bosses are now 2-2. And let's kick it over to Villar. Villar, you got 20 seconds starting now. Timer's up. Beat the timer. Villar playing Thraxus as well. Both will be boosted, Justice and Villar. Villar playing Mythic Kang to their boss. Could be worth 63. That is to Dow's boss. Seal, Blue Spark. Villar moving to the no zone, taking stasis with her. Chad going to intervene it. It was a big attack to take down that red block. Chad says no. Not going to get it. Thraxus is good. Mythic Kang is good. Seal is good. Let's give her a seal. She does get the mass destruction, but the grenade is stopped. All right, let's go from Villar to Ron, but before we get to Ron, we're capping 4 Mythic Kangs. That's a 252-point Mythic Kang haul right there. And that is a haul. Yeehaw. And flag number 3 for Team VOX. Three flags to 2. All right, Ron, you're on the clock. Give you 20 seconds. Beats the timer. Ron going to put Ward on Chop and Chad. And remember, Chad is a ninja, not a priest. That's why he can be in the game. I just do not have his updated avatar yet. I have it, but it's not loaded. Going to stay where he's at. Rover zone. Little seal and thrill for Ron. Light a straw man. And going to mind play busy so she can't play mass destruction. Ron going to try to light straw man number 6. It hits. Ron does light it. He does get the torch award, even though they will get no points this round. He gets the PCP points, which is a 50-point torch award for Ron. 6 straw man are lit up. All right, let's go from Ron over to Dow, who will not be moving this round. 20-second timer. And you are in the tank zone, Dow. So check your range. Dow's boss does cap. I'll give Dow some extended time as well, because I do need to cap his boss. So that is going to be 126 points in Kangs. And that is Ark's 3rd boss. Bosses are now 3-3. He got the timer in anyway. Going to go red stasis to Cat. And you have no range on the wall from the tank zone. So you need to give me a new target. You do have to play the Goliath. You do have to play the E4. But you can't reach the wall because you are max sparked in the tank zone. So give me a brand new target for that. Now I need a redirected target. All right, I'm going to go to Justice. Ron, does it hit? It hits, going to break Justice seal. Big investment there to break the seal. Now you are no longer max sparked because you have gotten past your turn. Let's go from Dow over to Cat. Cat, 20-second timer. Cat, Julia, Chop and Chad, and Busy. Timer's up. Cat is going to commune to their ozone. It's going to play Legendary Voyage to steal their submarine. Cat is a tank. Tank should be... Guys want to help me real quick with tanks and submarine damage? 2 rounds. Is it preventable? Y'all going to make me look it up. Two rounds, 3 blocks, preventable. It sounds like Warrior, Craven. I thought it was 2 and 2. I feel like Dow's right. I feel like it's 2 rounds, 2 blocks, and preventable. I think Warriors are 3 blocks. All right. 2 blocks, 2 rounds. So next round in 6, Cat submarine would take down 2 blocks, or it could prevent it if they choose to. So it started Cat's turn. 2 blocks. All right, so Kamuri is good. Voyage Legendary steals their sub, releases it. Next round would be 2 blocks. She's going to send her for points. Another plus 20. Fear Smoke Busy. M7 Mighty Mike loaded to their wall with Shatter. All right, so I've got 75 green for Team VOX. M7 Mighty Mike. Going to rebuild a red block. Shatter's good. Mighty Mike is good. Fear Smoke Busy out of the ozone. Pet is good. Legendary is good. Let's go from Cat over to Julia. Julia, you got a 20-second timer starting right now. Julia's going to stay in the rover zone. Going to go Boston Main Street. Ooh. I'm going to Euclid Chad. Lithium, Render to Cat, and a Torment. Julia just went crazy mode. All right, Chad is Marty. Ron, Lithium loaded. Ooh. I think you're right, Craven. This is going to be a Julia, specify the target. I think we know the target, but specify. To the wall. Ron says, wait. Oh, boy. That's a painful one, too. All right. Good move from Julia. Play the boss and play the Euclid. Good move by Ron. Double evoking the lithium. And that wall is not going down. Double evoke. Make it a 4. Make it a 2. Make it a lithium. Make it a spruce. S2 spruce with mass destruction. Let's give arc. %35 of a red block. You got 65 red remaining. 1.65 arc. The old double evoke shot. And Villar says, oh no, I'm going to juice that bad boy up. Villar going to Intaglio a spruce. Let's do it. Let's make it happen, Villar. I want every bit of juice out of that spruce. All right, Villar making that red block look like 40% red. So it went from 65 red to 40. Hey, that's progress. We're getting there. 1.4 for the arc wall. All right. Julia playing in 5 with cap in 7. Got one boss on the board. We go over to Chop and Chad. Chad gets his turn in on time, but he's Marty. We skip him. Busy. You're down in the low ground right now, and we're going to give you a 20-second timer. Busy. All right, Busy beats the timer. She's going to Kimuri up and jump in the turret. Going to go boss to their chest. Busy playing boss in 5 with cap in 7. Arc sneaky in round 5. Going to go torment to Dr. Die. Turn into a tank. Monster loaded to the wall with a polar wand. Busy knows a little something about that polar wand. All right, got a couple things going on here. One second. All right, if this, so Die, here's your challenge. So if this has been misplayed, I will tell you the way we rolled it out. So the rule is the gunner, player goes to O-zone and becomes gunner, does not need to establish zone, can enter, move, and fire. That is the official rule. And I know that's the way we rolled it out. Now, if there's been a game that we did not play that properly, then it got challenged incorrectly. But the rule for gunner is it does not need to be established zone. Okay? And my understanding is that people have been moved and feared and have went into the zone and reestablished into the gunner. All right, so Kamuri back to the zone, jump in the turret, boss to their chest, torment to Dr. Die, Cape of Craven as a tank, S8 monster loaded, Polar Wand to Karen. I'm confused by this one. Busy? Because Polar Wand is target player cannot light a watchtower this turn. That's not played for allies. Number one. Number two, it's an ice wand, and you guys have already played an ice wand. So you can't play it on Karen, and you can't play it at all because it's ice. And Dr. Die is going to medic page 3. So half of that grenade shot goes to her. It's going to break her seal. The other half will go to the wall. And she gets the bonus from the turret, which is 2. So it's S10. It's going to cut it in half. It's going to be an S5 monster. No, you're thinking of a legend. It's not that wand, I can tell you that. The Polar Wand, you target a watchtower, you target a person, and they can't light a watchtower. All right. You guys got to do some brushing up like I do. I think we've been not playing for too long. All right, let me get the damage on this wall. It's going to cut it in half. And 40% red block remaining. Cut in half. 0.6 red remaining for Team Arc. A little bit more than half a red. VOX slowing the game down. It's what they do. All right, that is the end of round number 5. And I need to double check this. Can we confirm VOX, maybe you can help me, that Arc did not play a second Dragon Smoke? I want to make sure they missed it and I didn't forget to remove it. Y'all would know. But I've got the bomber zone in the Arc area as not being relit. All right. They did not. All right, so a couple things are going to happen. VOX will have Dragonstorm, Arc will not. So that could be a big difference. No Dragonstorm for Team Arc. Also, Ark did not achieve their mission of taking down 2 walls, killing a Kang. So the stealth bomber will be given to VOX in the final round. So this game's going back and forth. So we do get a 50-point mission bonus for Team VOX. We get a Dragon Storm for Team VOX. We're going to get a blessing for Justice. We're going to get a Halo for Dr. Die. 25 points. DZ for VOX, 0 for Ark. Strawman, nothing this round. And let's go to Dragon Storm. I'm rolling a 4-sider. And Villar, you will not get the +3 from Thraxus because it only triggers whenever there's a Dragon Storm. And your team is not participating in that. All right, so let's go to the die roll. 4-sided die. We may not get the animation, but if we don't, you'll still see the number. Will we see a number? I cannot see a number. Unbelievable. Wow. All right. You guys got to give me 1 second. I'm going to reload the die. Sorry, I'm going to take you back to Friday night. All right, I'm going to roll it from here. Well, I can't get it to roll from here. All right. I'm going to roll a 4-sider. You guys are going to have to trust me on this. Nothing I can do. Number is 2. Number is 2. VOX will get a Enrage 2 from the Dragon Storm. Back to the days of manual dice. All right, all VOX attacks will get a Enrage 2 added to them. And we'll start out. Oh, we got one more thing to do here. We got to sign a few things. We got Gemstone with a 100-point siege bonus. We got Cat also with a 100-point siege bonus. All right, we're moving on to round 6. Dragon Storm, everybody. 20-second timer, Dr. Die. You are tormented. But you do still get the E2 onto any attack that you have. Dr. Die beats the timer. Mythic Gideon. Gonna unholy the torment, which she can, because it was just played last round, so this is the first round after that. T10 monster loaded to the wall. She's going to have to move to the no zone. All right. Dow playing the pain. Ron, does the pain hit? It does mean that the monster hits. Monster's going to hit a lot more than the pain's going to hit. But Ron does get to decide, so it does hit. All right, so both are going to hit. So let me just start with Dow. Dow with a gold bar. Art getting their first wall of the game. And we'll go ahead and rebuild it. There wasn't much block there to take out, so the pain is easily going to finish that. However, that's a big grenade hit. Biggest one that we've had tonight, because a lot of our attacks were nerfed. So, Ark, you got a fresh wall. Dr. Die. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. E14 monster with mass destruction. With 75 green. Crushes the 75 green. Takes a full green block. Takes a blue block. And no carryover. Almost 3 blocks, though. Nice hit, Dr. Die. That catches the wall damage up in a hurry. All right, VOX doing some stuff and things. Scoring some points. Gemstone. Back over to you. 20-second timer. From their tank zone. Timer's up. Beats the timer. It's going to turn into a ninja. Put a little torment on Ron. Not sure Ron has 2 seals, but that's not legal. Going to play Gold Nolan. Going to move to within range to get her attack in. She's in the no zone. S8 monster loaded with Rampage. Ron. Now, don't get me wrong. You can still get good attacks. You can still enrage during Dragonstorm. You don't get the extra rage during Dragonstorm. It does hit. It is a monster, not a specialty grenade. So Ron had to check it, make sure it was just straight up damage. 8. Jim has Hinder. Takes her down to 6. Put mass destruction. S6 monster loaded. After mass destruction, black block, green block on wall number 2. All right, let's go from Gemstone over to Justice. 20 seconds, Justice. Timer is up. Beats the timer. Going to go minion to Julia. That is just going to prevent her from playing any scoring pets. He might be trying to read her mind. There you go, Julia. You got minion hanging out with you. Minion is the stasis of scoring pets. Justice, heal and seal. And absorption potion. Justice got a lot of stuff happening there. You do have a boss. Monster loaded to the wall. All right, Justice just getting the E2 from it. E2 monster with mass destruction and ignite. Blue block and 15% of a blue block, Justice. 85 blue remaining. It's progress, right? Progress. All right, let's go from Justice over to Villar. 20 seconds, Villar. Villar beating the timer. She says, hey, there's been a temple chamber open for a round now. Let me occupy it. And you do. Blackout wand. So the Abyss wands are out of play. I mean, no DZ points this round. We're just cutting out all the points. Nobody getting no points there. That is a good challenge. Justice will get a +3 bonus added to his damage shortly. Can I get a response to Villar's attack, though? You guys can challenge, but I still need responses to the moves that are up there, Ron. Because they're not related. M7 monster with Rampage, Ron. Move to Temple. Blackout wand. Torment to Cat. M7 monster from Villar is going to be prevented from Ron. So Villar in the Temple. Attack is stopped. Go back to Justice. $85 blue. We're going to put the blue back. We're going to put the block black back. 2 blocks up there. Justice damage, because he has Thraxus, going to add 2. Julia says wait. So it is an F5 monster grenade. Jim is going to Judas it to their wall. Ron, legendary play. What's your reaction to the Judas? All right, legendary's in play. Ron says it hits. Finishes off the green block. Takes down a blue block after mass destruction. 15% of a blue block, 85 blue remaining. Arc with about a wall lead. All right, after Valar, we go over to Ron. Ron, 20 seconds to you. Timer's up. Ron beats the timer. Ron is going to Chimeri up to the ozone. Fallacy of Straw Man. Max Torment over to Julia. Vlad's with Shatter. Shatter's going to take you down to 75% blue. And Ron is tormented. So Ron cannot play the S8. Ron's grenade is a Vlad's with an E2. It is an E2 Vlad's. Julia. Does it hit? All right, still going to stop it. Murray's good. Fallacy's good. Torment is good. Going to max spark Julia to slow her down. Ron is no longer going to be tormented. And the grenade is still stopped. Let's go over to Dow, 20-second timer. Timer's up. Move to temple steps. Chad is Marty. Marty cannot be tormented. Just like he cannot be sealed by his own team. So you need another target for the torment. Dr. Dye. All right, Dow moving to temple steps. Torment to Dr. Dye. Red Nolan. Going to make him fly. E3 Goliath to the wall. Ron says it hits. Blue block, 15% of a blue block, 85 blue remaining. All right, let's go from Dow over to Cat. 20-second timer to Cat. We got Cat, Julia, Chad, and Busy. Ion Villar from the temple. Going to move to the temple. Torment to busy. Max Spark Julia. Second Max Spark. She's stuck where she's at. All right, everybody. This is Kills. Hopefully we are back. Can you guys hear me okay? Give it a second. All right, we're back. Good. Okay. So a graphics driver started updating in the middle of the stream and shut everything down. So we're close. We're close. See what happens? We take a little bit of a break. All right. And I do still have the chat. Ion Villar from the Temple. We're going to move Villar down here to the no zone. We're going to bring Stasis down here with her. Torment busy. Max Spark Julia. Stab Stasis. And they're going to gold Ellie. And Chad is going to use the eye ring. All right, so Stasis is stabbed. Minion to busy. 2 minions on the board. And Chad cannot use, Chad cannot use the eye ring, Ron. He's still Marty until his turn. All right, so let's get rid of minion. Let's put Stasis back. All right, so here's the move. Cat is going to Ion Villar from the Temple. She's going to move into the Temple. Torment on busy. Max Spark Julie keep in place. Go to stab. They play Gold Ellie. And that's where we leave it. All right, let's go from Cat over to Julia, who cannot move. Julia, you got 20 seconds. We got Julia. Chad will get a move and then busy. Yeah, and you might be missing something else, so just check it. Because it might have taken us back in time a little bit. All right, so I'll get your straw man, but see if something else might have, a buff or something might have fallen off in that time period. Stargate to the ozone. She can. If she had a vehicle, it would go with her. Summon Gold Nolan. Super Thrill Wedding Crasher. Julia has a -1 hinder. S2 Wedding Crasher hits. $85 blue. Mass Destruction. Let's take out the blue block. Let's give them 10% of a blue block. You got 90 blue remaining. And Gold Nolan is flying. All right, let's go from Julia. Chad, you're back with us, buddy. No longer Marty. Chad, give you 20 seconds to get your move in. I know that Euclid is rough. I'm telling you, I think Craven's right. I think this thing is going down to the wire. Timer is up. Let's see if Chop and Chad get his move in. He does. Going to get in the turret. He can. Light a straw man. He can. All right, Vlad's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's going to be a mythic blue, so we're going to shut it all down. He does get the Aces Roxy. He does get the Shatter. I do have to go back one turn. Arc. Cat is going to take out 2 blocks with her sub. Hits or no? Julia sub, yes or no? Does hit. So, Cat, we're giving you those 2 blue blocks. Now, because those 2 blocks would have hit prior, to Cat's move, no, it won't. Never mind. Those 2 blocks go down. Yes, Chad's Shatter will give us the red. So 85% or 75% red is where we're at. Three-quarters of red. No, there's nothing to Dominari. Yeah, they got a whole red block there. So there's nothing to Dominari there. He didn't get any PCP points. Tammy, did you say it was a full moon earlier? Like, Tammy really, really cursed us. All right. Final move of round 6. Busy Bee. 20-second timer. All right, Gold Kang to Julia's boss. Busy Bee, Gold Kang could be worth 55. Right, Ron? I mean, I would trade that too. Monster Loaded. Loose Spark. Super Thrill. F4. Monster for Busy Bee. $85 blue Busy. Blue block. $75% of a red block after mass destruction. You got 25 red remaining. All right, on the ARC side, we got 3 1/4 blocks. On the VOX side, we got 75%, so we got 3 3/4. All right, in 1 second, Julia says wait. Give me 1 second. No, you can play it. I think I know what you're going to try to do, but I'll explain to you. All right. Julia's going to play Ignicio to reset the red wand usage. So anyone can play a red wand that's not been previously played, but you can play a red color wand. So red is reset on the board with the Crypt Dragon for any player. All right, so the red icon is done. Any player on their turn that has a red wand can play a red wand now because it's no longer blocked out. Okay? All right, captains. Give me your final four. Jim, Vlar, Dow, and Julia. Crimson Justice. Ron and Kat. All right, at the end of round 6, Justice with a blessing, Kat with a blessing. Justice, congratulations. Getting a orb, 100 points. Julia with an occupy, 150. Ron with an occupy, 150. Even. No DZ points. Strawman. VOX. $150 points. Arc 0. All right, here we go, everybody. Final round. Have some fun. PDL is back. Crimson Tide, 20-second timer. Let's go. Timer is up. Crimson beat the timer. She is going to build one more straw man. That is the final straw man that can be built. Trixie to Jim and Julia's Nolan. Guess I need to put your avatars back in and Shatter. Maybe a good idea if I get the starting avatars back in. Busy also getting a Ace Award. Congratulations, Busy. So, Julia, you got Trixie's to your Nolan and Jim's Nolan. And based on where you're each at, she does need to go over and leave the DZ and get to about right there. Julia hits or wait? H9 Trixie to both Nolans. Does not for attacks. Only for pets. Purpose of flight is so somebody has to waste an attack on it. Gold blue from Julia. Playing blue. Gold blue is going to prevent on Karen's Nolan. All right, so Julia's Nolan blown up. Crimson leaves the DZ, throws the Trixie, takes out one of the Nolans. Can't DZ portal after somebody's called wait. Had you put DZ portal in prior, I would have given it to you, and it still would have cost you 25 points. But once the attack is resolved, there's no DZ portal. It's a totally separate move. All right, we've got Gemstone. 20-second timer. We'll get to Jim's move in a second. Torch wand. Can't play the torch wand. Torch wand has already been played. And prior to this round, that was the point that I made, is that the red wand is undone. I know, but I just covered this when you did it. The red wand is undone. Red wands can be played, but you cannot play a duplicate item that you've already played. It does unlock the red wands again. So no torch wand, gold Nolan, super thrill H9 monster. And everybody, I know it's been a challenging game with some of the new items and some of the questions, but just try to stick with it. We got about 3 more turns. But certainly we added an extra hour to a game that was going really, really smoothly. And a lot of that's on me, but some of it is the new items. So we rolled out a ton of new items last time. But you know what? We got a lot of people still here watching, so you guys are doing something right. All right. Can't Chromica yet, Crimson. We got to wait to make sure it hits. Ron, H9 Monster, Super Thrill. It's going to be double. It hits. They got nothing for it. This is going to be a double shot. Jim's Hinder has fallen off. We got 9, 10, 11, 12. Finishing off. Red block, and Nolan, red block. Gemstone finishing off the bottom row. This game's getting tight. We're going to rebuild it. Each team scoring in different ways. Arc with a second gold bar. All right, we're going to go from Gemstone over to Justice. 20-second timer, Justice. Game still in the balance. Does get his move in time. All right, Dune to Strawman. Blue Spark, Super Thrill. T10 Monster, Julia. Hits or wait? I think that answers the question. Oh, Justice is saying he did, and he's playing an H9 instead of a T10. So H9 Monster loaded. Double gold sonar from Julia and Jim. All right, H9, Monster loaded, Blue Spark. Still looking like an S10 equivalent Monster. We're a nerf at 30%. S6 Cataclysm, Justice, equivalent damage. $75 red. S6 Cata. And Dune is going to light a straw man. All straw men are lit. Red block. That's the 75. 30% of a red block. You got 70 red remaining. 2.7 with an absorption. Arc's on a fresh wall. Arc 2 walls to 0. Arc, a lot of points in other avenues. Let's kick it over to Villar. Villar, 20 seconds. Put some dust on Ron. Gold Spark to Ron. H9 Snowstorm with Nuke, Ron. There is no Nuke activation. Nuke is stack ranked, by the way. Nuke does not add anything additional to it. It's pre-calculated. Mythic Foulstone Julia is going to increase her PCP 40%. Cat's going to prevent the snowstorm. Good use of prevention, shutting Villar down. 4 players left. Decide this game. Ron? Dow had snuck in a Torment. Final round. Ron, no. Julia does a hit. Ron's going to get into Jet. All right. Julia says wait. H9. Ron, what are you throwing? Trixie? All right. And also, you can't unholy the Torment because it's round 7. Smoke is already resolved. We saw that last week. All right. Julia says wait. Ron is in the Jet. He's going to play Red Foulstone Cat. Blue Spark. He can't play the Rage because he didn't peel the Torment. He unholied it instead. It's going to put 20% PCP bonus on Cat. You may be right. I may be crazy. Who put the Torment on Ron? I don't have access to the chat. I just have the icons up there. That's why I said when we came back, if some of those icons were still up there, I got no way to verify it. All right, fair enough. All right, Ron, good. This Torment is not supposed to be there. The reset left some icons up there. So Jim did, so that would have worn off. Ron is correct. All right, so the H9 does go through. Double damage does go through in the stealth. He's going to throw Trixie's. And Cat Stasis and Dow's Nolan. So cat stasis is dead. I know it's a lot of work to kill a stasis. Jet, Faust, buffs are good. Ron is going to unholy the dust. That does work. And Dow uses a prevention to save the Nolan. Everything else should be good. All right, we go from Ron over to Dow. Dow, 20-second timer. Dow, Cat, and Julia. Timer's up. Dow and Nolan, Super Thrill, Silver Spark, H9 from Patton, Snowstorm. Fresh Wall. It hits. 9, 10, 11, 12. Stronger wall, strongest wall of the three. Is a snowstorm effect, though. Might make up for a little bit of it. Black, green, green, blue, and that's after the mass destruction. Still taking 4 blocks, but not as weak as wall number 2. Two players remain. Snowstorm. We got 3 blocks. I'm going to try something. I'm going to use a bigger die that we can see on the screen, or at least I can see on the screen. I'm going to use a 20-sided die and see if it shows up larger. One to 7 is going to be first, 7 to 13, then 13 to 20. 1, 2, 3. Actually, never mind. I'll do 1 to 4, 5 to 8, 9 to 12. Just do it that way. It is 12. And it did show up. Good, you guys can see it. So 12 is going to be the 3rd block. So that is frozen, and it's also absorbed. All right, Cat, final Vox move of the night. 20 seconds. We got Kat, then we got Julia, and we will cap 2 bosses at the very end. Timer's up. Falsteron. Blue Spark Thrill, H9 Goliath to the wall with Rampage. %10 bonus to Ron. Julia does it hit. Julia says wait. Ron's got a 10% PCP bonus. Cat has a 20. Jim is going to intervene. And the final move of the night. Everybody, we almost made it. Julia, 20-second timer. Dune to put out a fire. And an H9 gavel loaded with Loom from Zulu. She's not in a rover, so there is no rover bonus to it. But she does get the extra rage. It does hit. They're going to put out one of the flames. Grenade damage. Gavel. 10, 11, 12 with Loom. Largest grenade in the game. Again, it's the strongest wall, but a good attack. Blue block, red block. And that is it. We're going to cap 2 more bosses. We got Arc. Capping boss on Main Street. Getting Busy's 55-point Kang. Total flags are 5 to 3. That was a marathon, y'all. Hey, I appreciate you guys. It was going smooth. It was going fast. And then, hey, we added an extra hour to it. We're on pace. Still not the longest game of the season. You guys did excellent. I don't know who won this game. Like I said, it's both ways. There's points both ways. No DZ points by either team. Another blessing. Let's count down some of these and show you where the points ended up. We got Arc with 2 blessings. So they're going to get 2 more red blocks. Seven over here on the other side. Now I'll show you how these are going to count down. The absorption won't matter for this. The snowstorm will. So Ron, it's going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we rebuild it. Five, 6, 7. So that's going to give VOX their first wall of the night. All right, pretty important move by Julia at the end to get rid of one of those straw men, but still, Ron and company getting another 150 points. So one team with a lot of straw men and a lot of watchtowers. Another team with a couple extra flags and another wall. It's going to be close, I'm telling you. Also, timers. There were some technical difficulties, but the first game, both teams were perfect on the timers. That's why the game was going so quickly early on. All right, you guys do me a favor. Congratulate both teams. Give me a couple minutes. I'm going to calculate how this went down. And again, I have no idea. I think it's going to be down to the wire. Both teams had good moves at different times, and just never know how it's going to play out. We'll be right back, everybody, and get this thing calculated and crown a winner. All right, everybody, we are back, and I am comfortable signing off on this one. We went through whether it is PCP point bonuses. We had a couple both ways. This one went down to the wire, as it usually does with these teams. Very tough battle at VOX. So I'm going to give you a breakdown and how this game shifted back and forth. Both teams had different strategies, but there's a lot of ways to win and play Dead Live. We'll start out with flags. Arc flipped the flag game. Big flag lead. Remember, flags are not as important as they used to be, but when you're on the road, it's essential that you flip a couple things. Arc with 900 points in flags, and VOX 600 points. You got a 300 point right out of the gate with Arc. Then you get to walls. Arc doing their wall thing on the road as well. 850 to 325. At this point, you could probably say Arc's up 825 points. It's going to be very tough for VOX to come back and shift this thing around. I mean, 825 is a lot to make up. But we got to the straw man, and VOX was very consistent with the straw man. They ended up getting 340 points. So 340 points, now you're looking at it saying, okay, we're still down almost 500 points after the straw man. It's a long way to go. How do we chip away? Well, the Kang game. Arc pretty good with the Kangs. VOX a little bit better. They capitalized early, 378 to 307. There's another 70. So now we got ourselves about a 400-point game. So we've erased a good portion of it. Mission. VOX got the mission. There's 50. Now we're in the 350 range. Now you're thinking, this is going to be pretty close. Siege and Occupy, nothing doing either way. 250, 250. Both teams getting a bonus off of that. Julia getting the Faust bonus. Kat and Ron also getting their bonuses as well. Slight difference. Ended up being 60 to 35 with the Faust differences. Arc with a slight advantage there. But Watchtowers. Watchtowers were 325 to 50. Now that 300-point lead is down to around 100 points. We got ourselves a game, ladies and gentlemen. DZ points, 75 to 75. Some mistakes both ways on the DZ. They ended up being even with the blackout. Timers were even as well. We got about a 100-point game. Keep that in mind, okay? PCP points. Arc, 275. They had a couple gold bars, feather, cannonball, tire, ace award, and the PCP DZ was split between two top players, 75-75. On the other side, it was VOX with cannonball, tire, torch award was 50, the 9 award, the orb, and the PCP. So now VOX with a 25-point advantage with the PCP. So they're still down around 70 points, but the last category is the Mythic Gideons, the Elmos, the Cinders, the Dark Bosses. Arc able to get a positive 55, but they had a minus 91 because of the Mythic Gideons that hit them and the pet score, giving them a net minus 46 with the extra category. On the other side, VOX had 2 Cinders, a Dark Boss, 6 Elmos, giving them a positive 101. Final score, VOX 3,079, Arc 3,011. VOX with a 68-point win at home with all of the back and forth. This game went back and forth 4 or 5 times, and VOX, by the Mythic Gideons and a couple extras, able to edge it out. Super close game. This is as good as it gets. I know it took a longer time. I know it was sloppy in the middle. I know there are a lot of new items, a lot of challenges, but VOX at home, Arc playing strong on the road. This game was a toss-up, and neither team can fault themselves for how they played. It went down to the wire. Both teams earned a victory tonight, in my opinion, but only one team can win every night. So great job keeping the focus on where the points come from. I'm going to address just a couple things. One, Crimson's move without the map. The reason I did not give Crimson credit for the DZ portal is 2 reasons. Number 1, when she came into the DZ. Number 2, her first target was Jim, and Jim was out of range. So there was no way that Crimson could have hit Jim from the DZ or the DZ portal. That's why I didn't leave her in the DZ for 2 reasons. So anyway, I want to bring some clarification for why she didn't get credit for that. She moved out whether the map was up or not. There was no position that she would have been in. If she was not in the DZ, she would have had to say, I'm moving from the tank zone to the DZ. So regardless of where she was, I couldn't keep her in that zone because it was an after-the-fact move. So hopefully you guys understand the ruling on that. But I didn't have time to stop in the middle of the game and explain it. Great job both ways. Awesome road battle for Team ARC. You guys are showing. You guys are super, super strong this season. Great job, VOX, getting back home and getting a much-needed win at home. So I know, I'm going to tell you guys, I've heard through the grapevine, Ron, Diana, Justice, maybe you guys, I heard you guys are doing a lot of strategy calls lately. Am I wrong about that? I heard there's a lot of VOX calls going on talking about Play Dead Live Faction Wars. I love it. I love it. So maybe the preparation and all of those things pay off because, you build some chemistry. It takes a while to build chemistry in this game, and when you do, to me, that would be one of the most fun parts of the game. Is win or lose, I'd get a beer, I'd get some pizza, and I'd say, let's talk shop. To me, I think that would be probably the part of the game that I would enjoy as much as anything. So, awesome job. I enjoyed it tonight. Again, guys, sorry, we were all a little bit sloppy tonight, but we took a little bit more time. We got the moves right when it counted, and the result is the result. Both teams, I'm sure, walk away thinking, hey, we played well enough to win, and you absolutely should. These are the nights in Play Dead Live that are worth it. You play a hard game, and you appreciate the battle, and you appreciate your team, and you appreciate the team you're playing against. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you guys. Trivia tomorrow night. Any team can win this championship this season. Believe me, every team at the right moment, the right time can beat the other team. Trivia tomorrow night, Friday night. I need you guys here for Wizards of the Wild West. And then I will ask on tomorrow night, I'm going to ask who is going to RSVP. You know what? I'm going to tell you guys what. I know it's late. If you want to message me tonight and go ahead and make sure that you reserve your spot for the Oasis Pet Battle, I'll start taking invitations right now because it is Thursday on the East Coast. Light them up, everybody. Win that pet battle. I'll talk to you all Friday night. Have a good one, everybody. Peace.